That's huge. The way double elimination brackets work, you essentially go twice as far every time you win a winner's match as opposed to a loser's match. So you're pretty much guaranteed top six if you win in winners quarters. So that's what both of these teams are going to be doing. And I'm sure you're very familiar being from the Midwest with Boyd and Drephen especially.
Yes, yeah, I'm really excited about this match in particular. There's a lot of other sets that we're going to be looking forward to as well, but a note on Boyd and Drephen, they've done a lot of really impressive things in some majors in the past. Looks like we're actually getting right into it with game one. Boyd and Drephen, man, Sheik, Ice Climbers, not like a team that you see very often or would even expect to do that well. But they've taken some names over the years and they know how to play together really well. So it's going to be interesting to see that versus XRunRiot and Tempo, like the brand new team that's kind of shocked what there is of the Melee doubles community. Have you seen these guys make these runs over the past couple months? They're double specialists kind of taking the doubles community by storm.
Yeah, I've definitely seen the names in brackets. I haven't really gotten the opportunity to actually watch them play, so I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, as you were saying, it's a very unorthodox team composition from Drephen and Boyd. Ice Climbers in particular are certainly a weaker character in doubles, but they have a lot of tricks that people don't know about because they are seen so rarely in doubles. Obviously, I teamed with Chu for a long time, one of the best, if not probably honestly the best Ice Climbers in doubles especially, and he really found a way to make it work. But if the opposing team manages to kill Nana quickly, then it's very, very rough for the Ices. It's frequent against teams that are good at fighting Ice Climbers. You'll pretty much just be with Sopo for 80-90% of the match.
Yeah, and you're in a lot of spots where you're never really sure if it's even worth it to try to save Nana or if you're just really supposed to get back to neutral and focus on playing doubles with your teammate. I feel like Ices have a lot to think about in doubles, even more so than singles.
For sure. And yeah, it's a huge sacrifice if you do go for the Nana save because you're just leaving it essentially in a 1v2 situation for a few seconds. So it's a tough call either way, and a lot of the times to be effective with Ices and doubles, you kind of just have to let her go.
Yeah, XRunRiot doing a really good job. Great down tilt a moment ago to split up the Ices to save his teammate, and now putting a lot of pressure on Drephen, keeping him in the corner. And double 1v1 edge guard. Looks like it's working out pretty well for them. Oh, I don't know what that was, though, from Tempo going all the way off stage, and he's in a weird spot now between both members of the blue team. Gets out of there.
Yeah, still a healthy lead for red team, though. Tempo and XRunRiot showing why they're starting to make a name for themselves as a force to be reckoned with in dubs.
It's always been one of the most exciting parts of doubles to me is like every now and then you'll go to a region or a regional, and there will be those double specialists that make a deeper run than you would think. They're beating players that like they're greater than the sum of their parts. Like they're beating people that you would expect them to lose to because of like the singles skill. But honestly, doubles is so much different.
Yeah.
If you learn the double, like the way that you have to play doubles and the skills that are particular to that format, you can overpower a lot of teams that are supposed to quote unquote be better than you.
Yeah, nicely done from red team there. Tempo and XRunRiot pretty handily taking game one, and that definitely says to me that they're comfortable with fighting Ices in teams, which again, Ices can be a weak character in teams, but unless you know how to fight them well, even if you're just bad against Ices in singles, that definitely carries over a bit to doubles as well. It very much relies on you knowing the matchup well, and it looks like Tempo and XRunRiot are comfortable with it.
True, and just with the advent of doubles unranked that we have now, I think a lot of these characters that even are a little bit less common, at least players like XRunRiot and Tempo, they're not going to be completely caught off guard. It's almost like in singles, everybody has fought like a Samus. You get chances to fight against Luigi's and Dr. Mario's and Ganons, and just characters that you might not even be able to get normal practice against a few years ago. So like those kind of like not gimmicky characters, but just characters that would normally be able to get things that you might call cheese. It's not going to work quite as much just because people are a little bit more aware. And I love this skin, by the way. This is whoever made this, just kudos. Fantastically executed.
Sorry, what was that?
Van City Primal production is letting us know was the person. I think they've actually had a hand in a lot of like the different like skins and textures that have been made for a lot of the summer tournaments, and they've been putting in a lot of work. So biggest shouts to them.
Yeah, Wispy as a palm tree is great. You love to see it. But yeah, see, part of the thing about Ices too, even aside from the fact that it's so easy for them to get separated and so easy for Nana to die, a lot of Ices' strength comes from the fact that they can do these, you know, even without wobbling, they can do these extended grab combos. But the thing is, that takes time, right? So in doubles, obviously, you're not going to have nearly as many opportunities. Even if Nana is alive, you're not going to be able to get those doubles combos that end up doing so much damage and honestly carrying the character to an extent.
So true. And this is, I've noticed this a couple times now. I mentioned it earlier last game, but Tempo in a lot of these edge guarding situations is like crossing up XRunRiot and going off stage and falling beneath the ledge right after Drephen grabs it. Is able to steal the kill there. Nana is also dead, so very close battle. But yeah, some of Tempo's edge guarding decisions, they haven't worked out, but he seems to be deliberately doing them. I'm interested to kind of see the progression there, and maybe he's onto something that we just quite haven't seen yet.
Yeah, I'm liking Tempo's edge guarding a lot. The Sammy stalling, just very, very clean. Looks to be constantly refreshing invincibility. Throwing the teammate into the other teammate. It's all just great stuff in doubles.
Yeah, amazing tomahawk grab a moment ago. Grabbing is one of those things where, like, shielding is buffed because grabbing takes a lot longer, but because shielding is that much more prevalent, you have to eventually threaten shield or find ways to bait your opponent out of their shield, or otherwise you're just going to be hitting people's shields over and over again, which is what most of my doubles play looks like. Okay, Drephen with the response with his edge guard, and Boyd with a nice hit there. Nice ambiguous recovery, but not able to make it back. Blue team with their first lead of the set, it feels like. Let's see what they can do here.
Even earlier this match, they were down in stock, so this is definitely that experience coming into play for Drephen and Boyd. Down 1-0 in the set, this is kind of where you need to make your stand, and it looks like they're doing so. But Drephen goes down, and Boyd might be going down soon too.
Oh man, Drephen's trying to allow Boyd a chance to come back down.
Oh, wow.
And that was insane. Good stuff to the red team.
Yeah, right into the falling up air. That was really nice by red team there. I think one of the main signs that you have good team chemistry is when you're completing team combos like that.
Absolutely.
It's not easy to do at all.
It's very practiced for the red team. They're so aware of a lot of these situations. They know exactly what they're supposed to do. And just having a game plan is so huge. Nice running down tilt from Drephen, and blue team in a great spot to take this. They will have to take one more off of a fresh stock from Tempo. And Sheik not normally thought of as a great 2v1 character. Let's see what Tempo can do here.
Yeah, honestly, a lot of teams would have opted to actually have the Fox take the stock there, even though, you know, obviously Sheik was the one with more stocks remaining, but Fox is probably going to do better in this type of situation. But that's another aspect here, is the fact that this is online. I don't even know. I mean, it would be a good idea to be in like a Discord call with each other and have some kind of communication.
I bet they are. I bet they are. And this is going all right. I mean, if Tempo gets one solid hit on either of the blue team members, that could earn him some time for a 1v1. Oh my god, Boyd!
What was that?
It's really unfortunate, and now Boyd has to recover.
Oh my goodness, he's gonna do that. I have no idea what like that down smash was.
That's it!
It almost feels like Boyd got confused about which Sheik was which somehow, because it didn't look like there was any threat of Tempo being in the area, and then all of a sudden a down smash comes out and just kills Drephen. Really unfortunate for blue team. I mean, they both had higher damage, but they were certainly in a good spot there. When you have a 2v1, you're almost always the favorites.
Ohio in shambles, and I think that they played the first like half of that really well. They were spacing incredibly well and just forcing Tempo to stay in between them, kind of sandwiching Tempo between Drephen and Boyd. They racked up like 98%. And then Tempo, he found a little bit of breathing room. He would get a little bit of chip damage and earn himself a little bit of an opportunity to play 1v1 for a couple seconds while the other teammate was recovering. And I feel like they lost their game plan. They were playing so close together. Again, like you said, I don't know what that down smash was, chillin'. But man, that cost them the entire game. And being down 2-0 really sucks after a game like that.
Yeah, it's definitely going to hurt. They're going to opt to try Dreamland again, which makes sense. Stick to your guns. I mean, they can't really blame that one on the stage. So
yeah, they should have won back.
Right.
Totally.
For sure. Well, but either way, nicely done from Tempo. Again, it is harder to do 1v2s as Sheik,
Ooh.
but Tempo made it work, even if he kind of got an assist from Boyd there.
Yeah, but again, he was playing well enough to put the pressure on blue team. They folded and made the mistake, and he capitalized, so he deserves a lot of credit. And falling up air will kill the Zelda. Now Drephen has to transform back, and he's probably going to have to take a punish.
Ooh.
Oh my god, if he got that regrab after the up smash chill in, that
would have been insane. That would have been like a quick 50 damage right there.
Yeah, and again, that's the thing is, like, who else is going to go for that but double specialists? People that have practiced that exact situation.
Oh my goodness.
Blue team fighting back.
Yeah, good stuff.
By Drephen, he does that every single time.
Yeah, some relatively early kills there for blue team, which helps a lot. They were already looking in bad shape for game 3. Tempo and RunRiot threatening to 3-0 here.
Yeah, and again, this is winners quarters of the entire tournament effectively. So if the blue team goes down, they'll have some more opportunities. Drephen's going to try to punish this side B. Oh, and gets reverse edge guarded here. Falling up air. Nice choice. Nice choice.
Yeah,
good
once
coverage.
again. And not a huge lead, but still pretty solid for Tempo and RunRiot.
Yeah, I like Drephen's coverage right now. He's getting a lot of good damage, knocking both members of the red team around the stage right now. Oh, running into the get-up attack. Unfortunate. Boyd with the grab will kill.
Not quite, actually. Dreamland.
Nice
RunRiot surviving there, just barely. It looked like I thought it was going to kill too. It's also a bit harder to tell where the blast zones are in this widescreen format, but obviously it looks very pretty.
It really does. I've heard that it doesn't affect the experience of the players. Like, they're not seeing this right now.
Right. I think that's the same with the stage textures as well, because it could be very distracting if Wispy's suddenly a palm tree.
Well, another really close situation. Both members of the blue team are going to have to find a way. Oh my god, and that's it.
Wow.
That's just what I was saying. Tempo goes like underneath Drephen when he grabs a ledge, and it actually worked out there. Drephen didn't react quickly enough with his invincibility, and he's dead. No, he's not. He might be able to have the chance to live here. He has to make the stage.
Ooh. Trying to go for the icicle blocks there to save Drephen. That's actually not great. It can work, but it's kind of just a rinse and repeat, and you're also, the ice climbers are giving up a chance to do something on stage to go for that. So as someone that teamed with an ice climber for years, I can tell you it's rarely worth it to actually go for that save. And this is getting ugly. Oh my goodness, these combos, and Boyd's just gonna get out of there. The 4-stock from red team, man.
I was telling you, man.
And Tempo.
Drephen and Boyd are very well-established doubles players. I don't know like all their results off the top of my head, but they've done really well at regionals. They've done pretty well at some nationals, and they have years of experience of playing with one another. But in this era of Slippy, these kids I don't know Tempo as well. I know he's like static teammates with RunRiot, but RunRiot is a young guy. He's been streaming now on Twitch. If you guys like doubles and doubles content, they have their own doubles Discord server that you guys can join.
Nice.
And they're a lot newer to the game, but they're grinding it so hard they're starting to knock out all these very well-established teams. And again, doubles, like Boyd and Drephen, they're not just good players, they're good doubles players, and they just got 3-0'd. So it's a wild, wild west that we live in with upsets and doubles now. It's really exciting.
For sure. I mean, Boyd and Drephen, I remember as far back as I want to say like 2018, 2019 maybe, that, when still in IRL events, but they would frequently make, top 16 at majors, top 8 at regionals, stuff like that. They were always a force to be reckoned with in doubles. So definitely a really impressive showing from RunRiot and Tempo. I was especially liking the edge play from Tempo, just so clean with Sheik. The Sammy stalls, refreshing invincibility perfectly at the right times. And then also with some tricky stuff like that wall jump back air to get underneath Drephen that one time. There's just a lot of really solid edge guarding options coming out from Tempo.
Yeah. Again, just so practiced. They know how to play their role. And I mean, this is a game of inches. I mean, people say that about a lot of games, but that game 2 situation, man, where blue team had it was a 2v1. They needed to find a single grabber.